Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to another YouTube video. What is up, guys? The ban list is here, and I am here to give a piece of my mind. Let's go right into it. Now, here is the ban list. Now, I do want to start doing this every time like a new update comes, when it comes to ban lists, when it comes to new structure decks or mini boxes, main boxes. I want to make videos giving my opinion on these. So, let's start with this, right? Limit it to 1. This is the first one on the top. We get the Performo Pal Call trap card. We are limiting this card as it will lead to the pace of duels becoming sluggish as more Performo Pals cards are introduced to the game. Now, this is pretty much because of pendulums are coming to Duel Links, Arc 5, and all that good stuff. And a lot of Performo cards will be supported. So they're gonna have, they were smart on this part at least, because this is sluggish. This negates an opponent's attack, and you could get up to 2 Performo Pals from your deck to your hand for a follow-up play on the next turn, which may or may not just continue me being sluggish, depending what you do. A lot of Performo Pal cards are very stall-like, but I'm sure that's going to change with the pendulums and stuff like that. But good call on Konami on limiting this to 1, just to limit the duels from being further delayed, right? Now, this is a very nice card though, so could be pretty OP. Now, here we go for the second one. Now, this is a limited 2. So, Jesus. Yo, Cybers are getting clapped, bro. Cyber Load Fusion. Cyber Dragon decks have been in the metagame in one form or another for a very long time. So we are limiting this card to reduce the ability of decks to easily gain advantage over the opponent. Now, I'm sorry to say, Cyber Dragons, you deserve this shit. I'm sorry, but you guys with the with the triple fusion gate, the triple cyclones, the cybernetic fusion support, disc fusion, all that crap. Oh Jesus, I was so tired of facing that Cyber Dragons in the KC Cup, in the rank ladders. They were just so annoying. It was always like 50-50 on whether you're gonna hit that overload fusion and win game. But no, they deserve it, because Konami already hit them once, and they were being stubborn, and so there you have it. Get out of here! Just get out, Cybers. Nobody needs you. Now, Egotist also got hit, which I think it's fine. I think it's fine limiting this to 2. This card will be limited to prevent Heartbeat decks from having access to limited 2 cards, which is awesome. Thank you, Konami, because playing Treacherous with a Cyber / Heartbeat, not only can you activate the Treacherous to get rid of 3 cards on the field, you could activate your Cyber / Heartbeat to just return one other monster from their field to their hand. Now that's just broken. Now you're getting rid of 3 cards at a time. Now that's ridiculous. Now there might be some people playing just 1 Egotist, 1 Treacherous, whatever. I mean, if you want to be a freaking dickwad, I guess sure, go ahead. But 2, I like this. Thank you, Konami. And for the last limited 2 card, we have a Aloof Lupine being limited to 2. Thank goodness. It's not like a huge hit to Thunder Dragons. I wish it was a much bigger hit. Maybe they did something with Levi. Maybe put the Lupine and the Levi is limited to 2. I think maybe that would have been better, because the real problem is Levi. I have no issues dealing with no other Thunder Dragon card. It's literally the Levi the problem. So I don't see why they would do something with Aloof. I feel like Levi was the one they should have done something with. But let's take a read. Thunder Dragon decks have been in the metagame in one form or another for a very long time. Have they? So we are limiting this card to reduce the high consistency of Thunder Dragon decks. Again, yeah, I get it. Aloof Lupine, he could summon like 2 Thunder Dragons XC into a bouncer M7, crazy shit. I get it, that's fine, but it's not really the problem. It's mostly the freaking Levi. It's really just the Levi. I feel like Aloof should have, if not been bunched up with the Levi, or should have just been left alone. But whatever, I'll take a hit even if it's a small hit, the Thunder Dragons. Maybe limited to 1 for the Lupine would have been good, because then that would have made people choose between the Lupine or the that Melody that brings 2 of your dragons from your deck to your hand. I feel like that would have been better if just putting this to 1, because then you're dealing with Levi and you're also, you know, you're dealing with the Levi pretty much. Okay, moving on, because I'm not trying to edit this shit. At least not as much. And then here we have it, guys. Limited to 3. Only 1 though. Only 1. I feel like they should have maybe added like another one down there. There's a lot of fucking traps that is just like Canadia could have been a part of this. That's another toxic card that goes along with this. But although this, let's read it. Although this card has been in the metagame in one form or another for a very long time, we are limiting this card in order to improve the pacing of duels. Konami, you should have just done that to a lot of other trap decks, because after you got rid of freaking Hey True Nade, everybody's just playing traps. So you should probably hit a couple more other traps. Maybe Canadia and Floodgate are like the main traps that people use. Maybe Fiendish Chain, you know, Canadia, all right, but you know what? Stepping Stones. I'll take it. Fine. Cyclone, you cannot play this along with Cyclone, which is also limited to 3. So we'll have to see how this goes. Now, no longer on the no longer on the limited list. We got the Amazoness Onslaught. I don't even know why this was on there in the first place. This card will be unlimited as its power level is now acceptable in the current metagame. I feel like it always was, especially after the Hey True Nade and all that good stuff. A lot of people are playing MSTs. A lot of people are playing monster cards that pop cards on the field. So when it comes to playing back row cards, sometimes it's a little iffy. Like, I don't know. Like, I only say that because when I do try to play Amazoness, they always end up popping all of my back rows. It's fucking annoying. They pop it and there you go, it's gone. So I don't know. But cool. It maybe Amazoness will make a comeback. Secret Pass to the Treasures is another one. I've never even heard of this. This card will be unlimited as its power is now acceptable in the current metagame. Select one face-up monster with an attack equal to 1,000 points or less on your side of the field. During the turn this card is activated, the selected monster can attack your opponent's life points directly. So essentially, you just targeted monsters as 1,000 and it can attack directly. You could probably boost the monster to make a stronger direct attack, but there's a bunch of other cards that could do a direct attack. A monster card, there's already a bunch of monster cards that can make a direct attack with just its effect. And all you gotta do is just get a card to boost it. So this card, nobody's gonna use this. No, probably in the past meta, people probably used it. But I guess it looks like this is all for the limited list. We got the 3, the 2. I think this is okay for now. Okay, all right. I'm especially excited for the Lupine. I'm excited for the Cyberload Fusion. That's great. Even though I kind of invested money on Cyber Dragons, I never really got to complete it because it's so freaking expensive because of Fusion Gates. But at least now I have a reason to not even bother with the deck. So let's go into the skills that have been nerfed. Updated skills. Alright, so here it is, Malicious Hero. Let's see what the change is. At the beginning of the duel, add 2 Evil Hero Malicious Edges, 1 Dark Fusion to your deck. Then add 1 Evil Hero Malicious Fiend to your extra deck. Wow. Okay, that's a lot. In addition, the following effects can be used once per duel if you control Supreme King's Castle. Interesting. Return 1 Evil Hero Malicious Edge in your hand to the deck. Add 1 level 6 Fiend type monster to your hand from your deck. If the monster is an Evil Hero monster, you can add it to your hand regardless of its level. Now this is something that I complained about before. Now it says here you can add a level 6 Fiend type monsters to your hand. Now that's great because to fusion you need a level 6 Fiend type monster. Before it was impossible to even get a level 6 monster. You just wouldn't be able to. Wouldn't be able to do it. Couldn't. So I'm loving the Evil Hero support. Return 1 more or more Fiend type monsters whose total levels equal 7 or more to your deck from your hand and add 1 Evil Hero Malicious Edge to your hand. Okay, so whatever all that means, you know, we're gonna have to go into it. test it out, see how good it is, see the consistency. But as far as I could tell, this is a lot of evil hero support. Well, just for the skill, but hey, that's cool. That's cool. I dig it. I dig it. Hopefully this will be good. I believe everyone is using Sinister Calling before. Alright, so let's just move on to the next one. Zexo Weapon. The skill text will remain the same. Okay. Alright, moving on. Galaxy Photon. Return one Galaxy monster or Photon monster to your deck from your hand. Add one Galaxy spell trap or Photon spell trap card to your hand. Is this the same? I'm not sure. This skill can only be used if you begin the duel with a deck that contains no monsters other than light monsters and number monsters. I think this is the same thing. I think it's just easier now to activate now that you could have a mix of number monsters in your deck. So I believe you could play Malevolent Sin when you couldn't do that before. So that's as much as I'm getting from this. Overall, I guess it's the same. Okay. Castles of Machines. Return one Mechlor monster in your hand to its owner's deck, and add one Mechlor Fortress to your hand from outside of your deck. The skill can only be used once per turn and twice per duel. Now, I haven't used Mechlors like that. I do have like a Mechlor deck, I guess. But, okay, cool. So I guess this Castle of Machines is improving. Nice. Onomat play. Can be used on turn 3 and onwards. Now this is the big one. This is tier 0, tier 1 Onomats. Jesus, already just the first sentence. Just the first sentence can be used on turn 3 and onwards. So now there's no turn 1. I didn't draw into my sister. I'm just gonna switch it out and get the sister. No, there's no more of that. Now you can only use this on turn 3. So you didn't get your sister in the first turn. Well, too bad. Too bad. You don't get your sister. Now you got to search for your sister. So that's cool. All right, I like that. Return one Zubababa, Gagaga, or Gogo, or Doo monster from your hand to the deck and add one Zubababa. Okay, so now what it looks like from this sentence is that you can no longer send a Onomat play spell card back into your deck to get an Onomat monster card, which is awesome. This is great. Because these Onomats, they draw into Gaga Bull. Oh no, I bricked into a Gaga Bull. Oh, not too bad. Now he's going to send it back into the deck, get a good card, get ahead, and he's going to go for game. Great, now they can't do that. That is amazing. Thank you, Konami. This skill will only activate if you begin to duel with a deck that follows the conditions below. This skill can only be used once per duel. Oh my god, once per duel. Holy shit. Wow, it just keeps getting murdered. Each sentence that I read, they just keep stabbing it with little knives. Let's see. Your deck contains 12 or more 12 or more Zubababa, Gagaga, Go, and Doo monsters. Holy shit. You have to have 12 or more. Jesus. And not even Speller Traps. Monsters. Your deck contains 2 or more Utopia XC monsters and does not contain any rank 5 or higher monsters except for numbers and ZW monsters. Whoa! Put it in the furnace, cremate it, and just throw it away. Holy moly! Onomats are dead. Is this even playable anymore? Holy shit. I mean, I wanted them to nerf it. And I invested in that deck. But goddamn, Konami, you're barely making it any, like, playable. Holy shit. I mean, goddamn, this thing went from tier 0 to tier nothing. Holy shit. Well then, Konami. Well, you really know how to do a murder spree. Okay, okay. And right under this, we got Cyber Style. Oh my god, let's see what's happening with this Cyber Style. Can be used only once if your life points are at 2,000 or below, no longer if it's at 3,000 or none of that, because I believe you could activate this before if you were at 3,000 or below. As long as you were missing 1,000 life points, you could summon a Proto Cyber Dragon for each 1,000 life points missing. Now you need to have 2,000 life points. Can be 3 or below. Alright, so for every 1,000 life points below 4,000, as you know, that's how it was. Play one Cyber Dragon. Oh, Cyber Dragon, not a... Oh, they just, whole thing has changed. With 0 attack from your hand or deck to the field. So no longer can you summon no more prototype dragons from outside of your deck. You have to have Cyber Dragons with 0 attack from your hand or your field. That's nuts. You can only special summon one Cyber End Dragon until the end of your opponent's next turn. Wow, so you could only summon a Cyber End Dragon, can go Chimera Tech to pop 2 cards in the field, send some Cybers to your graveyard. Like, this is dead. Like, Cybers are dead. By the way, I'm looking at this. Cyber Dragon played with this skill cannot be tributed, and while they are faced up on the field, you cannot be, what the fuck? Cyber Dragons play with this skill cannot be tributed, and while they are face up on the field, you cannot special summon except for fusion monsters, nor attack except with fusion monsters. Jesus Christ. Alright, so Cyber Style, rip. I don't even think people will play Cyber Style anymore. They're probably going to play another skill with Cyber Dragons. However, they're going to be playing that deck. It's going to be pretty interesting, but at least we won't see it in the ladder anymore. Jesus Christ. Konami is just going on a murder spree here. And my god damn it, my favorite freaking skill, Demon's Resonance. Alright, let's just go straight into it. Can be used by returning one Resonator monster in your hand to your deck. Okay, so first sentence. No longer can you return any card from your hand to the deck. Now it has to be a Resonator card. Now, I don't see... I'm a huge Resonator fan. That's my main deck. That's what I love using. It's what I reach King of Games, KC Cup, all that great stuff. Now, I could tell you guys that it's... like, just by this sentence, it's still okay. More often than not, you're drawing Resonator cards more than one anyways. So you'll still be able to, you know, more than likely send some Resonator cards from your hand to the deck and still have one to make a play with a level 4 Fiend. Next sentence, add one level 4 or lower monster from your deck to your hand. Now, it doesn't say Fiend type, so now you can get any level 4 monsters from your deck. Does not have to be a Fiend type, which is cool, I guess. It's kind of like balancing the whole only Resonator from your hand to your deck. You cannot activate the effects of the card added by this skill or a card with the same name during this turn. Okay, so that's still the same. This skill will only activate if you begin to duel with a deck that follows the conditions below. Now, this is where it gets a little bumpy. This skill can only be used once per turn and twice per duel. I do appreciate the twice per duel still, unlike Onomats. Your deck contains 8 or more Resonator cards in your deck and does not contain any monsters other than the Dragon type and Fiend type monsters. This is where it gets a little bit tricky, I guess. So 8 or more Resonator cards in your deck. Now that's not really hard because normally you're gonna play 3 Resonator Crimsons, you're gonna play 3 Resonator Calls at 6, 7, 8, and you could play 2 Resonator Red Risings, which most people are already playing two Resonator Red Risings. What was it called? The Red freaking Resonator Rising crap. The other one. So people are already playing that, and that makes it 8. Now the only part you gotta worry about here is that your deck it ends in your deck and does not contain, so your deck cannot contain any monsters other than Dragon type and Fiend type monsters. Now wait a minute. Your deck contains 8 or more Resonator cards in your deck and does not contain, oh, Fiend type. Oh yeah, that's fine. Okay, no, I almost thought, wait, can I not play Wildwood? I'm sorry, I'm stupid. Wildwood is a Fiend type. Okay, so for the most part, it still seems like almost the same shit. You can still play Wildwind in your deck. Dragon types, that's usually what you have in your freaking extra deck anyways. I think it's fine. I think Resonators are fine. It's just going to be played a little bit different. Oh, wait a minute. I still haven't finished reading. Your extra deck contains Red Dragon Archfiend and Red Nova Dragon and does not contain any monsters other than Dark Dragon type or Fiend type Synchro monsters. Now, Jesus Christ, that means you can't play the double Dark End Dragon. You can't play the Doom Dragon one. So that means you're gonna have to take out. You're gonna have to either play either one Dark End Dragon, take out the Bane maybe, or the Doom. Okay, so I mean, we're gonna have to see how this plays. Maybe it'll be fine, but for the most part, I think I'm gonna be keeping the 2 Dark End Dragons. I feel like it's very optimal. Probably get rid of the Bane, get rid of the Doom Dragon, or maybe I'll get rid of the Doom Dragon, 1 Dark End, keep a Bane so I could go into a level 10. We'll see. But so far, it doesn't look like they slaughtered it. They kind of nitpicked at it. Demon's Resonance, I still think it'll be safe. Maybe top 3, maybe tier 3 still. We'll see. It looks promising still. I don't lose hope on Demon's Resonance. It doesn't look too bad. Now, the Dragon Knight's Path can be used by returning 1 monster in your hand to your deck. Place 1 Galloping Gaia face up in your field zone from your deck. After using this skill, you can only special summon the following monsters until the end of your next turn. Okay. This skill will only activate if you begin the duel with a deck that has 8 or more Gaia the Fierce Knight monsters, level 5 dragon type monsters. This skill can only be used once per duel. Okay, I don't know if it was twice per duel before. Fusion monsters that use Gaia the Fierce Knight monsters as fusion materials. Okay, Fierce Knight, Blackluster Soldier, level 5 dragon type. So let's read this again. If you begin the duel with a deck that has 8 or more Gaia the Fierce Knight monsters or level 5 dragon monsters. Oh, so you have to have 8 or more Gaia or level 5. Wasn't this already the same? Okay, so I think the only thing that changed here is the returning 1 monster into your hand to your deck, right? Before you could activate this skill, return any card in your hand and then get the field spell. So I think that's the only change, if I'm correct here. Yeah, I think so. Alright, moving on. Not too bad, I guess. I don't know. I feel like sometimes you don't really draw, you know, all the pieces that you need to make your fusion. I feel like if you only have 1 Magical Knight and you have to return, that's the only one that you could return. I mean, it says any monsters, so I guess if you have other monsters you can, but if that's the only card you have, you kind of can't make a play. So, alright, so it is slightly nerfed. Just better, you just better not brick. So set Delta XL, at the beginning of the duel, add 1 TG Halberd Cannon, TG Blade, okay, add all that shit to your extra deck. In addition, the following effects can be used once the turn you have the Synchro summon 2 or more TG Synchro monsters. Return 1 TG card in your hand to your deck and play 1 TG Dragonfly from your extra deck. Alright guys, I don't play TGs at all, so I'm not really sure what's going on here. But from what I was hearing, it's going to be a little bit harder to summon the Halberd Cannon, which is great because, like they said, with just a little bit of TGs in their deck, they could still make that freaking halberd that doesn't let you summon shit. So, alright, a little bit harder to summon the Halberd Cannon. That's what it is. Okay, cool. Now, the Endless Trap Hell. Now, this is interesting. I hope they did something good. Can be used when you have 3 trap cards in your graveyard. Add 1 random trap card to your hand from your graveyard and return 1 card to your deck from your hand. This can only be used once per duel. Now, this is still kind of stupid. Can be used when you have 3 trap cards in your graveyard. I hate that. They should have probably changed that. I don't know. Maybe 5 trap cards in your graveyard, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm spitballing here. Add 1 random trap card to your hand. That's still the same. And then you have to return 1 card from your... Return 1 card to your deck from your hand. So I think that's new. I don't think you had to return 1 card from your hand to your deck. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Endless Trap Hell? Is it still hell, or is it okay? Is it a harder condition? It looks like a harder condition, but hey, all right. So we'll take it. Whatever it is, we'll take it. And then Hero Flash. Once every 2 of your turns, at the beginning of the turn, add to your hand 1 of the following cards. And alright, so I think the only change to this is that you have to play hero monsters with this skill. This skill can only be used if you begin a duel with a deck that has 4 or more normal monsters with different names in your deck and contains no monsters other than hero monsters. Okay, so yes, you can only play this with extra deck does not count. So only hero monsters you can play with Hero Flash. So we'll have to see what other people are doing. Because I feel like people were already playing Hero Flash with just hero monsters. I don't know. We'll have to see. But Hero Flash, guys, don't play this toxic ass skill. It's freaking annoying. Jesus Christ, just don't play this damn skill. I just wish they got rid of the skill. And it looks like this might be it. The effects of the skills Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links are not permanent and are subject to change, of course. And then we got record of the skill changes. We're not gonna go through that. This is pretty much the gist of it. Okay. So my opinions of this, well, I'm a little salty about the resonators, but I whatever. I guess people kept complaining. So, but it's not dead. So I'm happy at least. I'm about that, alleviated. Onomat and Cybers got hit pretty freaking hard. So I'm happy about that because they were super annoying to deal with on the ladder. I'm a little bit disappointed that they only limited the Lupine to 2. I feel like they should have put it at 1 or also added the Levi as the limited to 2. Whatever. Thunder Dragons, I feel like they're still going to be crazy on the ladder. You're going to still be seeing them around. The Malicious Hero, that's cool. They gave some support to the evil heroes. That's dope. Galaxy Photons, I'm sure the users are happy about that. The Dragon Knight's Path, I'm not too sure how I feel about that. That's another deck that I do main and got to King of Games with. I'll just have to try this out when it comes through. But it looks like as long as you just return a monster back into the deck, you should be fine. So just gotta hope you draw into just one more than just one monster card. Alright, so I guess this is all for now, really. Endless Trap Hell, I feel like they could have done more with that. I mean, they shouldn't condone reusing traps from your graveyard. I feel like that's stupid. This is why you get floodgated like 5 times in a freaking turn. So this sucks. But whatever, you know, I guess it's fine. Oh, stepping stones, right? Stepping stones. Alright, so I mean that is it, guys. I just wanted to put my opinion into the limited lists, the skill challenge changing. I was a little nervous while making this video. I don't know why, because it's like there's no one watching me, but I don't know. Okay. I'll see you guys on my next stream. If you guys have not seen my streams, maybe you stumbled upon this video, make sure you follow me on Twitch TV/Taisiku/Ero. I stream every Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Trust me, most entertaining duelist out there, guys. Don't want to miss it. Alright, guys, that is my times. That is the changes that have come up to the Duel Links. It's okay, I guess. Pendulum's coming in, Arc 5, a lot of exciting things. There's just so much for me to do. Damn. I mean, I'm gonna come up with another video, possibly about pendulums, these new support cards for these other decks. It's a lot of stuff, man, a lot of stuff. Alright, guys, have a good one, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace! Survive.